Hey guys, sorry about the first video there and it cutting out. What happened was I needed to charge my computer. I realized it was down to 2%, and I realized I had to plug my video camera into the charging port. So I needed to unplug the video camera, put it in its correct spot, and to plug in the charger for my computer. In the process, I ended up losing the sound for this. So I feel like we're at a pretty good stopping point when it did get cut off. We were just getting ready to talk about this worksheet right here. And so that's what we're going to take a look at right here. So when we do this, we're going to be talking exclusively about explicit formulas right here or recursive formulas right here. Notice there's some differences. Explicit only has one part to it, where recursive has two. The first part is this first term, a sub 1 equals a number. That's just the first part in the pattern. And then we'll talk more about this here in just a second when we get to the middle section, starting at number 7. But this part is how we're going to get to the next term in the pattern. All right, so I already have it filled out here, but let's take a look at a couple of them. Number 2, we have to decide, is this an explicit or a recursive definition? Looking back here at the top of the page, we could see that number 2 is an explicit formula. Okay, it only has one part. So therefore, if I take, because this is in the first position, I plug a 1 into the formula, 1 squared plus 4 is 5. In order to get the second term in the pattern, I'm going to take number 2 and plug it into to the end. So 2 squared plus 4, that would just be 8, and so on. Plug a 3 in, plug a 4 in, plug a 5 in. That's how we do the explicit formula. So when you're going to do this here, you can look at that. The problems I'm asking you to do are 1, 4, and 5. If it's an explicit formula, that's all you have to do. Plug in the position number in order to find the actual term. All right, number 6. If we look at number 6, this is a recursive definition. It has two parts. Notice there's the first term, and it has this second part here. Now, I'll be honest with you, I can't remember exactly how I explained it here, so give me a moment here just to re-explain this second part. This is whatever the next term is, and this part, this a sub n minus 1, is just the second part, or excuse me, is just the answer for the previous term. And we're going to take that answer and just add 6 to it. All right, so here we go. This first one here, we can tell that the first term is negative 14. In order to find the next one, all I need to do here is take negative 14, that's what that a sub n minus 1, the previous answer, add 6 to it, and now I come up with negative 8. Well, now in order to find the third part in the pattern, I'm going to take negative 8, and I'm going to plug it into there, so the previous answer plus 6, so negative 8 plus 6, negative 2. Negative 2 plus 6, that's a 4, and 4 plus 6 is 10. All right, so that's how we could do the recursive one. That might be helpful if you have a recursive problem to do on either 1, 4, or 5. All right, so those are the top 3 that I'm asking you to try here. All right, let's take a look here at the next section. Starting with number 7, it says write a recursive definition for each sequence. You can see the 3 problems I'm asking you to try here, 7, 8, and 10. We're doing number 9 as an example here. So if I look at number 9, I'm thinking, I wonder what the first term is. I wonder what the first answer of this pattern is. And that's going to go in the a sub 1 spot. Therefore, 3 goes right there. Now, in order to come up with this next part of the pattern, we always think about the previous term and what happens to it, right? How did I go from 3 to 8? How did I go from 8 to 13? How did I go from 13 to 18? Well, each time I took the previous answer, that's a sub n minus 1, and I just add 5 to it. So that's how we can come up with the next answer right there. All right? So take a look at that. Again, there's many more videos on YouTube, things like that. Here, we're taking a look at 7, 8, and 10. This should lead into what is now the third video.